Going to give you my thoughts on Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals between the Spurs and the Grizzlies in just a moment. Of course, I told you San Antonio was going to be the play-in game number 1, and how easy was that? And a free pick in baseball on the Indians and Tigers coming up in a moment. This, of course, your Tuesday video report. Guys, if you haven't yet made a donation for the Charity Play of the Week winner I gave you on Sunday, the time to do so is now. Of course, I understand as well if you happen to be playing offshore and you have to wait for your funds to come in. I'll keep all the information here up on my page. You just have to scroll down from the video report right down there and you'll find it all. And Charity Play of the Week, one for the 13th time in 15 weeks on Sunday. And I personally have accounted for 5 of those winners, hitting 5 out of 6, giving you a run line dog on the Braves, plus $1.10, delivering with a 5-2 comeback victory against the Dodgers on Sunday. You didn't pay $65, you got it for free, so now it's time for you to make a donation. The amount that you donate doesn't matter. The fact that you participate in the program, that's what counts. I don't know how much you give. I don't care how much you give, just as long as you give. And this week, it was pretty simple choice. I got to be honest with you guys. It was the very first fundraising site I came to, the very first click I made. I saw the story about a young single mother in Ohio with 3 children, 7, 5, and 3 years old, who less than a month ago went to the doctors and got the worst possible news, stage 4 brain cancer, and is currently undergoing radiation. Numerous brain tumors discovered. Best case scenario from reading the fundraising page, maybe a year for life expectancy. This is somebody that needs help. This is a family that needs help. This woman, single mother, certainly I would think has enough on her plate. So if you can donate, I'd appreciate it, because again, that's the whole point of the Charity Play of the Week promotion and program that I created back in March 2012. I have given away $1.9 million worth of plays to you guys out there. You have in turn helped me create a community of caregivers for total strangers. So again, all the information, the link is down further on the page. Let's get to who's hot and who's not. Let's talk about who's not first. Yesterday, the half-price play of the day was Scott Delaney. Had a 100-dime play, number 3 out of 4 in baseball, his biggest play of this baseball season. He was on a 31-15-1 run in all sports with 100-dime plays over the past 2.5 years. Well, he was on the wrong side of that game between Arizona and Colorado. He, like many other guys last night, were on the Rockies. And truth be told, I even considered the Rockies last night too, but there was just that little voice sometimes that makes all the difference in the world in the back going, stay away. Stay away. It's the same voice that tells me, bet me, bet me, bet me sometimes on games. So it certainly has a couple of different tones. The stay away tone, I definitely heed all those type of warnings. Arizona just crushes Colorado last night. So that was a loser, unfortunately. But we move forward, and now it's Tuesday. Your first promotion today, save $35 off a single purchase, whether it's a Handicapper's pick or a Handicapper's package. Just use the coupon code SAVE35, S-A-V-E, and the number 35. Also want to tell you about the $5 play of the day. The last $5 play of the day was Sunday, and that was Brad Wilton with his second biggest NBA play of the postseason, which was his Western Conference total of the year, Spurs and Grizzlies going over the total. You got it for $5. Well, tonight I saw that he has another play equally as strong. His Western Conference totals play of the year, part number 2 on your over-under for game number 2 tonight. It's the same rating, so I figured why not? Make it the same $5 play of the day release. You save $55. The coupon code BW5. BW5. BW for Brad Wilton. BW5. Put it all together, and that will get you the play. A couple of hot handicappers. Craig Davis going for winning day number 29 out of 44. Second biggest NBA release of the season. It's a 75-dime play. Keep in mind, this is just as strong as his 5th straight Super Bowl winner, a 75-dimer on the Ravens. The Ravens, back in February. 75-dime winner number 5 out of 7, your Memphis San Antonio side. Craig is 8-1 with his plays going on or against Grizzlies so far in the postseason. $10 bettors have made $4,150 in the playoffs already. They've made $8,705 in all sports since November. FYI, I've told you many times that when Craig has had plays involving the Oklahoma City Thunder or Oklahoma State in college football, Craig is in that area near where the tornadoes hit. I found out. I was, believe me, very worried last night. Sent an email and didn't hear back till this morning. You know, he was about 10 miles northwest where the tornadoes hit in Moore, Oklahoma yesterday. So just, well, talk about a tragedy. Scott Delaney, told you, he lost yesterday. Chris Jordan, going for 2 more baseball winners going today. Dollar baseball bettors are up $14,217. Since 2009, they're up a little over $3,100 over the past 55 days. And Anthony Redd, 80 dime winner, number 11 out of 14, and number 4 in a row on your Grizzlies Spurs side. As for me, last night I listened to that voice, stayed away, as I told you, from the Colorado Rockies. Instead, sometimes it's a hunch, guys. I got to be honest with you. Sometimes it's a hunch, and that's what baseball betting has always been so profitable for me and always been so much fun for me. I just had this feeling last night that the San Diego Padres were the play. I know Shelby Miller. I've been riding the St. Louis Cardinals rookie sensation. He's been pitching some great ball, entered the game with 14 scoreless innings, and he didn't pitch poorly last night, but I just thought the Padres were the play. So I delivered with the Padres last night, a 4-2 win as a $1.30 dog, and today I have a play equally as strong. 5 dime winner, number 12 out of 14, San Francisco and Washington, as I go for winning day, number 25 out of 32, and baseball winner, number 25 out of 31. Now, let's talk baseball first for your free pick. I'm going to go with the Tigers. Minus $1.35 at Cleveland. Listen, I know the Indians are red hot. I know the Indians have won 18 of their last 22 games. I know that the Tigers have lost 8 of their last 12. They just went 1-3 in their 4-game series to start their current road trip at Texas. But I like them in this spot today because I feel that Max Scherzer will bounce back. 5-0 with a 3.98 earned run average, despite giving up 5 runs in 7 innings to the Houston Astros in a home loss last Wednesday. But listen, he has pitched much better on the road this year, 1.23 earned run average in 3 road starts compared to a 5.85 earned run average at home this season. And if you go back to last season, the Tigers have won 6 of his last 7 road outings. He is 5-1 in his last 7 starts against Indians. You're going with Corey Kluber, who has a 5.40 earned run average coming into this game. Yes, he did pitch well enough in his last start against Philadelphia, but Phillies don't hit the ball. And before that, I mean, he was pulverized, just absolutely blown up when he faced Max Scherzer and the Tigers in Detroit in a May 10th start, giving up 8 runs and 11 hits in 4.2 innings. So, even though the Indians have won 5 in a row and 18 of their last 22 at home and yada, 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 even though Detroit is 10-12 on the road, I still like the Tigers as the low-priced road favorite in this one. Now, let's talk about Game 2 of the NBA Western Conference Finals. You saw game number 1. The thing that I told you in Sunday's video report was that I thought that the Grizzlies were able to take care of business against Oklahoma City for 2 reasons. 1, Thunder playing without their second scoring option, Russell Westbrook, okay? Made it a lot easier to clamp down on Kevin Durant because nobody else could consistently deliver points for the Thunder. And number 2, Memphis with their big guys, with Gasol and Zach Randolph, were able to dominate against Kendrick Perkins, who's nothing but a stiff as far as I'm concerned, okay? But it was going to be different in the San Antonio series because with Thiago Splitter coming off his best game of the postseason after missing a couple games in that Game 6 win against Golden State, with Tim Duncan there, with a multitude of parts that Greg Popovich has to play either small ball or big along his front line, it was going to give the Grizzlies problems. And of course, then San Antonio added to Memphis's woes by coming out and just being deadly from 3-point range, sucking the defense further out, forcing the Grizzlies to guard the perimeter, opened up that 17-point first quarter lead, and that's all she wrote. Do I expect the Spurs to shoot lights out again here in game number 2? No, I don't. Do I expect Zach Randolph to have a better game than he did in game number 1? Yes, I do. Problem is, where the rest of the points going to come from? Because listen, you look at this team. After they got rid of Rudy Gay, okay, they got Tayshaun Prince and they became even tougher defensively. But where do the points come from for the Memphis Grizzlies after Zach Randolph, Gasol, and occasionally Mike Conley? They don't have any. There's just nobody there. It's not like they've got somebody to turn to their bench and give them instant offense. Now look at the Spurs. All those interchangeable parts, all those scoring options. It can be Kwame Leonard one night. It can be Danny Green one night. It doesn't always have to be Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker. And that's the strength. Do I like the Spurs as much in game number 2 as I liked them in game number 1? No, I have to be honest with you. Otherwise, I would have made them the play today instead of my baseball selection on Washington and San Francisco. Do I like the fact that the line is 5.5? 5? Actually, it's between 5 and 6, depending on where you shop. No, I would have been a lot more comfortable with 4, okay? But I still think the Spurs are the play tonight. I think a lot of the public is going to jump all over Memphis because they realize what the Grizzlies did against the Clippers, an injury-riddled team. What the Grizzlies did against Oklahoma City, an injury-riddled team. That's not to say the Grizzlies can't deliver with the cover here tonight. But I just think the Spurs are the wiser investment value, and that's why I'm going with them. Okay, good luck, guys, and I'll catch you again on Wednesday.